Good morning, friend. We are discussing about the Vision IS 5 question. Let's discuss the first question. First question, you can correlate it the polity section, in which they are asking about the executive power of the Union of India is vested in the Prime Minister. So the executive power of the Union of India, where the government is made, the Union of India basically is nothing but they see. This is a political party that is win in the election of the 2019, for example, right? At the same point of time, some ministers are chosen by the central government or the cult of that particular party who make the party to be win, right? And he make themselves as a prime minister. Prime minister choose various ministers so that they can be taken care of other ministry along with his work, right? So that the decentralization of the work can be done. But at the same point of time, some ministers are not enough credible, or you can say that that is not so important today that can be given to that particular person who has not much more say in the government, right? So that the whole story in which the executive power of the Union of India is nothing but the whole India, right? The general election where the election party is vested in the prime minister. So that the cult figure of that party that win in the general election. I gave the example, it's not the sacrosanct list basically, that you can apply in the legislative assembly at the state level also, in the district also. Let's see the next question. Next statement. The Prime Minister is the ex officio chairman of the Civil Services Board. So you have choose the again correct option. You have choose the correct option. Option in front of you are first, second, both first and second. It means dono, and neither one, neither two, nothing one, nothing two. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the economy section, in which they are asking about the money market and the capital market. Basically, they wanted to make you difference. What is the difference between the money market and what is the relationship between these two markets, the money and the capital market? See, when I in a layman term wanted to explain to you, money market is nothing when the time period of the investing the money is very less, or the less than 1 year you can say, and capital market more than 5 years or 1 to 5 years you can say more probably, but that depend upon the investment that in which sector that you are taken care of. For example, steel and iron and steel industry, in which the high time period is required, the gestation period is very high in that market, so you can note that depend upon the particular market. But let's assume the 1 year benchmark there, less than 1 year and more than 1 year, right? Let's see the first statement here. First statement is talking about the money market is for the short term borrowing and the lending, while capital market is for the long term borrowing and the lending. So next question is about the while bonds are instrumental used in the capital market, bills of exchange are instrument of the money market. See, if we are talking about the bonds is nothing but a type of paper in which the people or the person or the corporation or the institution are saying that we are giving back this bond, this paper after some period of time, whether you take the interest or whether you give some less value and take from us better value or the appreciated value of that you are given to us, right? But in the case of the money market, the bill of exchange are instrument of the money market, right? So this type of bonds is nothing in which you pay the interest, but if you are talking about the bills of exchange, that is nothing that is issued by it is a type of a bond basically, but it is issued by the corporation, right? For example, commercial paper you are listening about. Okay, from given option you are choose the correct option, first, second, both first and second, neither one, neither two. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the environment section basically. Let's see the question. Let's read the question basically. The National Green Tribunal, our reason is because 10 years completed now, because it is made in 2010 and 2020 the 10-year anniversary, decadal anniversary of this NGT. Let's see, was established in the year of 2010 under the National Green Tribunal Act of 2010 for effective and expeditious disposal of the cases relating to environmental protection and the conservation of the forest and other natural resources. In the context of the following thing, you have to choose the correct option from there. The first statement, they are talking about the NGT, National Green Tribunal, is bounded by the procedure laid down under the Code of the Civil Procedure of the 1908. Next statement, they are saying about the member of the tribunal are not eligible for the reappointment. So you have to choose the correct option. As earlier session, if you are listening about the thing, I talking about the constitutional and non-constitutional body. Basically, in constitutional body, the right hand thumb rule is that they are not eligible for the reappointment except the election commission, right? But in other cases of the statutory body, these are under the government and they wanted, if the person doing good work, they can be appointed and not reappointed. That up to you, your conscience and genuinity, how you read the newspaper. Anyway, So you have to choose the correct option from the first, second, both first and second, neither one and neither two. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the art and culture, you can say. With reference to the Indian classical dance, how many Indian classical dance are there? 8 classical dance. What do you mean by the classical? The heroes, you can say that the time period is very much large. It means with the time it is evolved. First thing. Second thing, it is very anciental, you can say. But it mean that it is very antiquity, a type of a thing. It means that it is so much old that you cannot even imagine, right? Second thing. Third thing, the ragas, the playing instrument in them, at the same point of time, the whole makeup that they are using, the whole timing that they are using, the performance, they are also on the basis of the gender. The rules and procedure of the dance and forms should be implemented with a word and a spirit. That is the whole concept of the classical. It means that they should not have an authority to change their, for example, their playing instrument. No, they are traditional and they are using with the same thing, same way that the earlier form that they are when they are apex form of the evolution of that classical dance basically. And there is a 8 classical dance. I already talked about Mohiniyattam and Kuchipudi, Bharatanatyam, Kathak and Manipuri, Odissi, or you can say, I could not remember, but there is a 8 classical. Let's see the first statement. It is the only okay. There is talking about the Kathak. I already talked about that is the one of the classical dances. The first statement regarding this, it is the only classical dance of India having links with the Muslim culture. See, if you are talking about the Kathak that are found in the UP area is nothing but the national frontier and Pakistan, the door are very near. The cultural contact when they are making, they are much more pronounced there. Is it? So you have again choose your genuinity, and if you are giving the, if I was taking about that are performed in UP, that is much more nearby the Delhi. Delhi is ruled by the Mughal emperor, so you also use that analogy also. Next is this Lucknow Gharana associated with it. Number 3, the Vaishnavite tradition of the Bhakti movement had a significantly impact on it in their singing, their playing instrument, you can say the tal and the ragas that they are performing in, right? Again you have to choose the correct option from them, first and second, and third, and first and second, third, right? Let's see the next question. Next question is nothing that is related to the earthquake. Which of the following statement is not regarding the earthquake? So earthquake is nothing when the two tectonic plate, when they are emerged, when they are collided, they formed the earthquake because of the traction, the energy that are producing because of the friction when two plate or two tectonic plate when they are collided or when they are going away, far away. Let's see the first option. Okay, you have to choose the correct, not the correct statement regarding the earthquake. I again talk it about the first statement in front of you are a point of the surface nearest to the focus is called the epicenter. See, there is the earthquake there, and the nearest point of the surface is called the epicenter. Second, the shadow of the zone of the S wave is larger as compared to that of the P wave earthquake. Number 3, Richter scale is used to measuring the intensity of the earthquake. Number 4, the earthquake may lead to the soil liquefaction, fires and a flood also. So again you have to choose the correct option. Okay, consider the following statement regarding the okay, the executive power of the union of minister vested in prime minister. No, it is vested in the president, so that is wrong. The prime minister is the ex officio chairman of the civil services board. That also be wrong. I think that is the NSA, national security advisor should be there. Let's see the thing here. First is not correct because all the executive action of the government of India are taken in the name of the president. If you are talking about the executive power of the government and the executive body, who are included in them? See, it is headed by the president. That is the thing. So president at the first place. Second is the vice president. Number 3 is the attorney general. Number 4 is the prime minister. Number 5 is the, I think, one personality will be there. Okay, let's see the second statement. The cabinet secretary is the ex officio chairman of the civil services board, right? See, which of the following with reference to the both market and capital market are correct? Yes, that also be the correct. Money, I already talked about the short term borrowing and how much the short term, 1 year, less than 1 year basically. Lending and the capital market is the long term borrowing and lending, so it is the higher investment. Let's see the next statement. While bond are instrumental used in capital market of exchange are instrument of money market. That also be the correct because let's see the explanation there. The financial instrument used in the capital market includes the stock and bond, but the instrument used in the money market includes the deposit, collateral, loan, acceptances, that and bill of exchange. So that is bill of exchange is nothing when the period is specified in that thing. So that's why they are correct here. The buyer, okay, first and second both are correct. You can learn from there the whole. You can take a screenshot basically. Let's see the next question. The next question is about the NGT. See, NGT are made in 2010, and from the following procedure of the what procedure they are followed, they are not following the any of the code of the CRPC, IPC, and Indian Evidence Act. Any of the things are not followed by the NGT. It is the based basically on the natural justice. What do you mean by natural justice? Natural justice is the process in which the person has an unbiased judgment. First thing. Number second thing, second person, the conviction rate, the victim and the conviction both has to be listened. Number third thing is that the person whom the case is imbibed, that is not listened by the same person, because that can be have a biasness in their own effort, and the faithness is very less, because whenever they say the right thing but they had not any faithness between the people, and the whole thing grand crumble, because there is a faithness created by the institution that is much more important for the longer and the sustainable way of the any of the institution that are created under the government. Let's see the next statement. The member of the tribunal are not eligible for the reappointment. That also the correct. Let's see the whole statement there. NGT is a statutory body established under the National Green Tribunal Act of 2009. I already talked about. What the purpose of that? For the effective and the expeditious disposal of the case relating to the environment protection, the conservation of the forest and other natural resources, including the enforcement of any legal right. For example, the FRA. The tribunal consists of a chairman, judicial member, at least 10 and 20, maximum can be 20, but at least 10 members should be there, and expert member also be the same range, appointed by the central government. Only a judge of the Supreme Court or the Chief Justice of a High Court can be appointed as the chairman. There is some type of amendment is taken place in 2019, in which the High Court judge also be make the chairman of that particular NGT or the particular entity. The chairman and the member at the tribunal hold office for a term of the 5 years and not eligible for the reappointment. So second is the correct. For example, if you are talking about the procedure followed by the NGT, the tribunal is a specialized body equipped with the necessary expertise to handle the environmental dispute involving multidisciplinary issue. It is not bound by the procedure laid down under the Code of the Civil Procedure of 1908, but guided by the principle of the natural justice. So first is not correct. Let's see the next question. Next question is about the which is you again choose the correct option from there. It is the only classical dance of India having link with the culture, so that is also correct. Lucknow Gharana is associated with it. I already talked about it. Is in the area of the UP, and UP, the capital of the UP is Lucknow itself, so you can correlate it with the whole thing, and which I was saying. Vaishnavite tradition of the Bhakti movement had not only the Vaishnavite but the Shakti movement and the Shaivite movement, both have equally important in making of the Kathak dance there in the UP area. Let's see the whole explanation, and anyway all three are correct. The word Kathak, what do you mean by Kathak? Katha is nothing but a type of a story. Kathaks or the storyteller are people who narrate a story largely based on episode from the epics, myths and legend. Statement third is correct. The Vaishnavite cult, which swept North India in the 5th century, and the resultant Bhakti movement contributed the whole new range of the lyrics and musical form. Radha Krishna theme proved immensely popularized among the workers of the Mirabai, Surdas, Nandasa and Krishna Dasa. Both first and second statement are correct. Kathak has emerged as a distinct dance from being the only classical dance of India having link with the Muslim culture. It represents a unique synthesis of the Hindu and Muslim genius in art. Kathak is the only form of the classical dance wedded to Hindustani or the North India music. Both of them had a parallel growth, each feeding and sustaining the other. It means that the music and the dance come up with the same way of the parallel evolution, that they are starting from the same point of time and they have go hand in hand. Both of them had a parallel growth, each feeding and sustainably the other. An important feature of the Kathak is the development of the different gharanas like Lucknow, Jaipur, Raigad, Banaras, Lucknow. But Lucknow is much more associated with the Kathak, and the popularity is maintained by the Lucknow Gharana. So it is much more associated with this type of Gharana. But other also associated. That is not thing that we are excluded other Gharana itself, because they are mostly popular in that area. Most of the earthquake is not regarding earthquake, not correct. Basically C is incorrect, because Richter scale is used for the measuring the intent. No, it is not the measure, it is the type of destruction that they are measuring in. So let's see the option there. The zone where earthquake waves are not responded or reported called the shadow zone. I think B is correct. C is not correct. Let's see. I talk it about the C. The earthquake event are called the either according to the magnitude or the intensity of the shock. Second, the magnitude scale is known as the Richter scale. The magnitude relates to the energy released during the earthquake. The intensity scale is named after the Mercalli, an Italian seismologist, in which they are making the scale in which the destruction that they are measuring or the intensity of the earthquake that they wanted to measure it out. For example, earthquake melted. Yes, bilkul. That is the way the earthquake are processing on the earth. The shadow zone of the S wave, that is also correct because of that thing. Because why? What is the reason behind it? The core area, the liquid and the solid part, liquid and the gas part that are existing at the P level or the S level is not there. Is much more in the S wave, right? Secondary wave. So that is the whole thing that you wanted to learn. You can learn it because it is very much of explanatory nature and there is no time actually. News today is zero liquid discharge. Center look to the balance industry environmental need. So that is the whole thing. Ministry of Electronics and MIT to implement artificial intelligence mission. Ladakh so car wetland complex Nava Ramsar site. About Ramsar wetland convention you can read from there. Gujarat to host India's first lithium refinery. So that also can be the important thing that you should be learn so that you have a better idea about what are happening around the world or in India in particular and world in general. Let's see the United Kingdom and European Union agreed Brexit trade deal, how they are behaving after the Brexit is over. Zero coupon bonds, Pradhan Mantri Mission Samman Nidhi Yojana, Swachhta Abhiyan app, Digi Box, then Electronic Human Resource Management, then Chandrayaan 2 mission initial data released. Caspian Sea, where is it located? Here is the Caspian Sea and Androt Island. C. Let's see the news vocabulary of Hindu. Stifle is nothing but the gala ghotna. That is related to the stifle is nothing but a choking of your neck or larynx. What is the synonym? Suffocate, asphyxiate. Antonym is cold. Example is those in the street were stifled by the fumes. So whenever you go to the outside, basically in Delhi, the whole area is choked because of the air pollution that are existing, and you can say that it is stifle your neck or gala, whatever you wanted to. Let's see the next thing. Voluminous. Voluminous is nothing but a type of a humongous thing and capacious thing, that they have a much more capacity and voluminous. Commodious and the roomy. And the sentence there are example in the form, we have a voluminous purple cloak at a home. Let's see the next thing. Patronize. Patronize is nothing but thus talk down to put down. Patronize it means that we riayat karna. She was determined not to put down or patronized. So that is the whole games thing there. C. Tactical. Tactical is nothing but the calculated. Tactical. Synonym, you can say that the planned, plotted. You have already know about the thing. Example, in tactical retreat, she moved into a hotel with her daughter. So that is the whole thing. You remember these words. That is, you can be important in the future. Let's see the amalgamate. Amalgamate is nothing but a combine, merge or the unite. And onerous is nothing but the custodic, heavy, inconvenient. And the sentence that they are giving, she found his duties increasingly onerous. Discretion is nothing but the circumspection, caution. Antonym is indiscretion. She knew she could rely on his discretion. Attenuate is nothing but the weakness. Reduce, lessens. The filter must severely attenuate all the frequency above 100 megahertz. Combative is nothing but the pugnacious. Combative is aggressive and antagonistic behavior that might be happened with you people. Let's see the next. Discretion is nothing but the, I already talked about. Attenuate is nothing but a come karna, reduce or the lesson. Combative is nothing but a aggressive and antagonistic behavior, and the sentence are, he made some enemies only because of his combative style. Combative is nothing but the pugnacious or aggressive or antagonistic form of the behavior when a person is exhibiting. Whip dash. See, the sentence whip is nothing but the bhagana. He whipped around to face them. So that is the whole story in which the person are not happy basically, and that is not. So let's see the next news or whatever I want. Okay, that is there. Stifle, voluminous, patronize, I already talked it about. And tactical and amalgamate. Onerous is nothing but a custdayak, onerous. Next word that I wanted to show you here is the circumstantial, cautious, attenuate, combative, whip. That is the whole case you can read from there. Okay, see, today I wanted to make aware you that which type of a things, which type of a bimari, which type of disease that are prevalent in which type of the continent and how they are treating it this. So I today discussing about the disease there. For example, E. coli, hepatitis B, measles that are found in Mexico and the USA, Canada region. Measles, yellow fever, hantaviruses, epidemic and that are found in the South America region. If we are talking about the Africa region, where we found the Lassa fever, Rift Valley fever, anthrax, polio, measles, Ebola, malaria and dengue, chikungunya and various other things that you can see here. Here is the anthrax that is much more prevalent in the Australia region, and in Europe region there is a less probability, but there is always be there. Polio in the Southeast Asia, and dengue, measles, animal disease, other plant disease, anthrax, Salmonella, African swine fever, other plant disease that are found in the China or the Asia or the Middle Asia region. That is the non-communicable disease that are found in different part of the world. For example, in Canada, heart disease, in USA, heart disease, because they are less hurt people and they are causing the heart disease. And here is the, just a minute. I don't quote, not find. Okay. Chelosis of the liver that are found there. Heart disease, but the tuberculosis also found there. By the same point of time, when you are talking about the whole area of the Russia, heart disease in the Europe, and cancer in the West Europe region, liver cancer found in the China region much more prevalently, and the heart disease found in the Australia region, heart disease in the Indonesia region, AIDS are found in the Africa region, heart disease are found basically in the region of the developed nation, right? So let's see the next thing that can be of important in nature. I talk it about election commission and UPSC. Let's see the thinking. Composition is the one chief election commission is there, two other people also there that are ensured by the president itself. Appointment is done by the president, then selection panel is nothing there, and tenure is of 6 or 65 years. Service condition is determined by the president, and the removal is the same as the Supreme Court judge, and report submission is nothing. Reappointment, not debarred from joining government. Other remark you can say here. UPSC, if you are talking about the chair, membership left to president, appointment is president, selection panel nothing else like that. Tenure is a 6 year or 65 years. Service condition by president, and report submission is also be done by the president, and the charge, other remark you can representative there. Let's see the next thing. See, there is the various type of Asian desert that are found. For example, North America, Great Gibson, Colorado Plateau, Sonoran, Mojave, Chichuhan, that is in the region of the North America. South America is Atacama and Patagonia, that is the thing. Africa region, Sahara, Arabian, Thar, and Namib and Kalahari in the Africa region. Gobi, Taklakalam, Karakum, Kyrgyzstan, that also found in the Asia region. Australia, Stuart Stony, Assumption, Tanami, Great Sandy, Gibson, and Great Victoria that are found in the Asian region. That is very much in news, right? See, today I am discussing about the Bosphorus state. Bosphorus state is nothing when with the, so it is a type of a state that connected Black Sea with the Sea of Marmara in the Turkey region or the Middle Asia region, or the city of Europe, in which the city and the river how they are found. Paris, Siene, Frankfurt, Riane, Venice, Po, Vienna, Budapest, Dunabe, Kiev, Dniester, Berlin, Elbe, and the location there, rivers Rhone, Danube and Po, Black Forest mountains, Pyrenees, Apennines, and island of Mediterranean you can see there. By this we are ending the whole session. I hope you like